What's going on, everyone?
Go on.
You ready?
Yep.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the Black Shield Podcast After Hours, where we have real conversation happening with lights go low and the truth comes out. I'm your host tonight, joined by an all-star panel holding it down with me, my co-host Rashid, the light for straight out of ATL, always bring clarity, perspective, and real talk. Later, we might be joined by my brother Andre Ewan, that represents Cincinnati, giving us insight, wisdom, and experience you can't fake. And from a civilian standpoint, my guy Victor Wesley in the building, asking questions people really want answers to and keeping the conversation grounded in everyday reality. And tonight, we honored to have a special guest, my brother, Investigator Jammie Burgess from the Orangeburg Sheriff Department. He's here to give us professional insight, transparency, and facts from the law enforcement side of the badge. So buckle up. This is the Black Shield After Hours, where we don't shy away from the tough conversation. Let's get it. Get it.
Yeah. All right. Welcome, everyone.
Well, before we get started, hey, Jammie, introduce yourself. Let the people know about yourself, man.
I'm Jammie Burgess, of course, Investigator Jammie Burgess. I work with the Orangeburg County Sheriff's Office. Prior to working in the Sheriff's Office, I worked with the South Carolina Highway Patrol. I was a trooper for 8 years, and I started with the Sheriff's Department as of the past September. And I investigate major crimes. Major crimes can consist of murders, aggravated assault, rapes, child fatalities, or crimes against child. You name it, we do it.
God bless you, bro. God bless you on that one, bro. Some tough things you work with.
Yeah, right.
On a lighter note, two things I want to get. Rashid, boy, you looking good, baby. That face getting slim. I see you hitting hard in the gym, baby. Woo! I see you hitting it hard. Proud of you, brother. Proud of you.
Man, hey, that's a 52-year-old body, man. I'm almost 53. Woo, boy.
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah,
brother Dre made it. Brother Dre made it. What's up, Dre?
Man, don't start no trouble with me now. Don't start no trouble. What's happening?
Hey, before we get with the topics, man, I want to ask you guys. I asked Victor and Jammie about this earlier, but man, who you guys got Sunday for the Super Bowl?
Seattle all day, bro.
Yeah.
You know me.
They got to get some revenge. They got to get some revenge.
Right, that 1 yard line, baby. That 1 yard line. They got to make it up for Marshawn Lynch, baby.
Hey, let me ask you.
Rashid ain't in the football. Rashid ain't in sports, so we ain't got to talk about that. Yeah, we ain't gonna waste our time with
them. So our first topic: how does Black culture view Black police? In y'all's views, in your view,
I'm gonna let our guest go first.
Well, I won't say all Black culture view police the same way, because you got some that actually respect Black officers, and you got some that look at us as sellouts. I would say my experiences. Some of the younger generation, not all. You got some that they look at us as if we are sellout based on certain things they say, based on the charge they're facing. You got some that would say things as if expect favors or expect the lookouts simply because we're the same color. But I would say this, like when I look, so basically when I look for violations, I don't look for race. When I pull over cars, I don't look for colors. I look for violations. The majority of the times I investigate cases or pull over cars, whatever the case is, I have no knowledge, the race for the person I'm stopping. All I'm doing is, taking action to the violation. And again, you got some of them that, they expect more, expect favors, but at the end of the day, my job, I sign up to save a life. I sign up to educate you. I sign up to, I put my life on the line for this. And I didn't sign up to be letting people go just because we're the same color or the same race, whatever the case is. But you got some that respect us, especially the older generation. So most of the younger generation, not all, some of them kind of give us a hard time.
Yeah, and I think we all probably deal with that. My thing, I'll keep it all the way real. This generation is weird, man. This generation is weird. You know, you can go most places and a white person come up and buy your lunch. And I have had a few black, but the majority of white people will buy your lunch because they seem to respect you more. Now, a lot of black people do respect us, but what's the irony to me is they hate the police so much, but they can't wait to call you. They call you for everything. They call you on their sister. They call you on their mama. You know, they call you for everything. And if you ever, I tell people all the time, I say, hey, just ride with a police officer and listen to the radio or get you a scanner app and listen to it. And you'll see for yourself, you know, who's calling and why they're calling. They hate us so much, but they love to call us. You know, a lot of them do expect preferential treatment because of their color. A lot of them feel they use their color as a defense mechanism. Why are you doing this? Because I'm black, like brother said. And when he's pulled over a vehicle, he don't know what color that person is in that vehicle. You know, you're making a stop on the vehicle in whatever violation, not the person. Because most of the time we don't know who we're dealing with. And, you know, but we love to be the victim. You know, we love to be the victim.
Brother Dre, what you got, big dog?
Was that how that sound? How that picture look?
Christmas.
That's perfect.
Nice.
That's perfect.
Oh, man,
That's perfect.
that's all popping. Got to make sure Brother X is in the background.
Yeah, we see you.
And we're talking about how black culture views police. Yeah.
I mean, it's interesting because it seemed like you can't win for losing. If there's a white issue that comes out, they want to know where the black cops speak out. Then if you speak out as a black cop and you go against the status quo, then you are Uncle Tom. And it's almost like you trying your best to, even if it's clear cut, they still want to break. So I mean, I think being a cop in today's culture as a black man, it's 3 times as hard as being a white cop, because they want you to choose a side. You know, it's interesting because, you know, on our Black Shield, we said we're not here to take sides. We're here to save lives. But people, man, they don't even care. They want, you gonna do me like this, bruh? I mean, come on now. You know, I'm like, bro, you got pounds of dope in the trunk. And you like, man, but we brothers, bro. I'm like, come on, man, stop it. So yeah, it is harder, man, in today's culture. Hard to have, especially what you see nowadays. They always want us to jump in and save them, but when you actually have to arrest them, or say you call out people, especially me, I call out people in the city that's doing we got mass homicides, mostly black on black. You know, we had over 70 homicides in Cincinnati. And, you know, you had 67 of them were black. Half of them were under the age of 30. And as soon as I spoke out on it, they was like, well, that happens in black culture. What's up with the white issues? I mean, they just wanted you to flip the script on something totally different. So there's just no accountability, and it stings because here we are trying to be fair across the board. But when you are a black man, you got people who jealous. And that's the one thing I know that Rashid and X know about, is the jealousy of us just being in that uniform, man. It is already looking at you because you have that per se, that power that you can arrest. And so, yeah, you hate it on each regard.
Yeah. And you hate it sometimes from the inside, you know. You hate it sometimes from the inside.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You do your job well, you wear your uniform well, you're articulate, you do your thing, you make your cases, and you have other people that just hate on you from, you know, that wear the badge as well. Black, especially black, unfortunately. That's been my experience anyway.
Yeah, with me, with my experience, man, I get a lot of respect from the older black, you know, black men, black women. I get a lot of respect from them. When they see me, they be like, young brother, I'm proud to see you in that uniform making a difference in my community, in our community. That really makes me feel good. The young generation, like my daughter, age 15, man, I'm be honest with you, since I've been doing podcasting, them kids watching me, man, I didn't know it. You know, when I come to the school, they be like, you're the guy on YouTube. Kai, I didn't know that was your dad. You know what I'm saying? So they see me now as a cop, but they see a different side of me, so they feel more comfortable coming to me now. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And they didn't know. They watched the Black Shield. They were like, you guys are pretty cool. You know, I didn't know officers were cool like that. I had a kid tell me that. Yeah. I had a kid tell me that, seriously. So that made me feel good for our youth. You know what I'm saying? They see another side of us. I feel like this is bringing another side of us, just not what the media want want to perpetrate law enforcement as. Now, where I catch hell from our culture is the people that know they're not doing right. But when you decide to do your job, they feel like, hey man, you know, you're a brother, bro. You ain't supposed to do that, bro. I ain't tell you to get behind that wheel drinking. I didn't tell you to do that. You know what I'm saying?
That's when you become bro. You got
to. You decided to do that, bro. Huh? Mm-hmm. That's where I catch the hell from, man. The people that they know they're doing wrong, man. But you decide to do your job, whether black, white, blue, whatever, they want to play that race card on you, man. You supposed to be a brother. You supposed to help us out, bro. You gonna help me out with my mortgage? You gonna pay my bills if I lose my job? I look out for you, which I ain't doing.
Right? Absolutely.
What I told y'all on Black Shit, I lock my own damn brother up, man. If he do wrong, didn't I tell y'all that?
There you go. There you go.
Yeah. Didn't I tell y'all that? Burgess, you know.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
There you go. Burgess, he lock his old mama up, huh?
Hey.
Yo, yeah, man. Hey, bro, black, white, or indifference, bro. Hey, you out there doing wrong, you got to get it, bro.
Let's talk real quick about just, you know, I know I've patrolled white areas and black areas. I patrol affluential black areas. They got money. I patrolled slums, you know, white slums and black slums and Hispanic slums. Slums are slums, right? But the biggest thing you see is what? In black areas, in poor black areas, they want to hang out at the gas station. They want to hang out at the corner store. They want to hang out on the block. You don't see that in white areas, in wealthy or not say, like, you know, middle income black areas. You don't see that. You don't see that in white areas pretty much at all, unless you're in a trailer park somewhere. You don't see that. And it's like our brothers and sisters don't have nothing else to do but hang out and cause issues. And I understand. Right. It's like we overlook that. Like, well, we want to talk about that. We're over police. No, we're not over police because y'all the ones that's calling us. You doing this, and then you not only you most, and let's keep it real. Most of them cats, they be talking about they don't snitch. They the ones that snitch. They be snitching their ass off.
That is so true.
You know what I'm saying? They say they don't snitch, but if you listen to your radio calls, they calling on each other all day, every day. In white areas, they ain't doing that. But what you will see, you see Harry. I don't know if y'all remember Bewitched, and you see Harry from across the street. She all in the window. She see everything, and she calls. Guess what you don't have in her neighborhood? You ain't having that much crime because she telling. You know, we have to get out the mentality of snitching. What is snitching? Snitching is me and X go out and do a crime, and then I tell them. Yeah. That's snitching. Snitching ain't me seeing somebody beating or perpetrating a crime against another person and me calling the police. That's not snitching. You know, because honestly, if one of our daughters, mothers, you know, aunties out there and somebody's victimizing them, we want somebody to call for them. We don't want to sit like, man, I ain't tripping on that. We want somebody to call for them. That ain't snitching. That's just being a good citizen. That's being a human being, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do y'all think
let me ask you this
overall? Oh,
go ahead.
Do y'all think it's a more overall societal thing of taking accountability? Like individual accountability for yourself and your actions.
You talking about on the sense for the sense of the citizen?
For idea as far as complaining about policing your area being policed more when you're calling more, or getting mad with an officer who won't give you the hookup when you know you did the crime. You know, just it. That's what I did not take. Because if I know I committed the crime, you know what? Yeah. Just do what we gotta do.
Nobody wants to take accept what they've done. They don't want to be told what to do. And I get it. I mean, it's uncomfortable for somebody to pull you over and tell you put your hand on the steering wheel or it's uncomfortable. It is, you know. But honestly, you can make that. You can dead that whole situation. Do what you told, and you be out there 2 or 3 minutes. But you can be an asshole, you know what I'm saying? And I know my constitutional rights. I ain't giving you nothing. An officer can explain to you exactly what they're doing, why they're doing it, and you still fighting them. And then guess what happens? That 2-3 minute altercation turns into a lifetime of pain because now you got arrested, you got a record, you got to go to court, and that stuff ain't overnight sometimes. And that's the easy part. Sometimes you get hurt or get not here no more, you know, and that's unfortunate. We have to take accountability as individuals. You have to take accountability of your actions, but our kids ain't doing that. I don't know where we've gone wrong, but our kids, it's everybody's fault but theirs.
Yeah. The respect thing I've seen overall, even and I work in schools with teachers, they're saying that there's a lack of respect for authority overall. So it's not just y'all; it's like even authority.
That starts from home, man. That starts from home.
That's my next question. So do you think the problem, all starts at home, and that's why these kids are the way they are now? Single parent homes, or parents condoning what they do, or what do you think the issue is?
Yeah, I definitely think that's part of the issue, because we're letting the internet and TV raise our kids. Everybody, they got a phone at 6 years old, and Lord knows what they're looking at. That's who's raising them. And then, thing is, when the child gets in trouble or something, don't touch my child. I've had situations. I had a kid riding down the street on a dirt bike, no helmet. I saw him going up the block, trailing. I had a little girl on the back of it. And as he came back, I stopped him. I said, young brother, man, you ain't supposed to be out here on this thing like that. His dad came up. Dad was cool. Man, thanks for stopping him, man. I'm going to walk this thing back. His mom pulled up. Oh, hell hit the fan, brother. She was going, why, y'all ain't got nothing better to do? I'm like, wait a minute, hold on. Your son's out here. You should be glad that we stopped him before he get killed out here. But she went off, and that's his example of a person. That's his example of the way to handle things. Is going off on folks and acting a fool. And that's what they see. So they think it's cool to do that. It's okay to do that. Mama does it, so why not?
Well,
do you think? Go ahead.
No. I was just gonna say, man, I think the school system has let us down, man. One of my favorite movies is Lean on Me.
Lean on Me. I knew you were gonna say that.
I mean, you go back that far, and what he had to do to change over the school, and it's like, now what have we seen? We've seen everything is an excuse. Everything is okay. We got more charter schools than we can name. I mean, here in Cincinnati, you name a school, the school. Now you name a school, you go, where's that? What is that? Yeah. What school is that? And now it's all these alternative schools that's mostly in the Black neighborhoods that you don't really see white schools having this problem. They ages 15 to 21. So it's like we set up for failure. And then when you try to discipline them, you are the worst person on the earth when it comes to discipline. And even if you do a Google search on academia here in Ohio, Ohio is below, the public school system is below the state minimums. So here it is, we back at the say lean on me era, but the problem is that they are not going to allow discipline in schools anymore. They're not going to allow teachers to really teach and throw out the clowns that are causing all the trouble. I've never seen where you get 2, 3, 4, 5 chances, and then we're going to turn around and send you to this other school to get 2, 3, 4, 5 more chances, and our kids are not graduating. And that's what people are not talking about, is how this is really affecting the less fortunate and African-American culture.
And who was Joe Clark's biggest nemesis on that show, on that movie? That black sister. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. and so fast forward to today, some of us are our own worst enemies. They money grabbing, they stealing money from these school systems. They're not making enough money as it is. These teachers are underpaid, overworked, and you got some teachers that really want to be teachers, and they put money into their own classroom, out their own pocket. And you have somebody always stopping them from doing stuff. And it's usually us, usually our own folks.
I know a lot of people talking like, hey, it's the men need to step up in the community and doing that. And at this moment, that's what I'm doing. I'm walking like I talk it. I know sometimes you can't rely on these parents, especially these single mothers and the school system. So we got to try to raise these young kings and build them up ourselves, man. I'm teaming up with this guy, Brian Mans. You see his jersey right behind me. He's a former Clemson player. He played for the Washington Redskins. We're doing a mentoring program for kids right now. And I'm linking up with the captain of the detention center right now, Miss Captain Captain Ray, to bring the young men through the prison so they can see what life choices. If you make the wrong choices in life, what it look like. What's your future? You keep going down this road, I'm showing you your future right now. We starting from there. And then we're going to move on to other things, man. I'm going to tell you now, man, I meet some of these young men, man, they don't even know how to change a tire, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They can't even change the tire, bro.
Sorry.
Something simple. I taught my daughters how to do that.
Yeah, sorry.
You
I had a dude call about a bird in his house. He had a bird in his house. He been 20-year-old big bulky dude. He come out.
Right.
Hey, officer, I got a bird in my house. I said, okay, get out. I mean, I said, brother, you serious? You know what I mean? Where your girl at?
Yeah, man. I think it starts with community, man. So I'm to the point now. I made a decision back in 2025. I'm executing it now in 2026. Man, if I want to change my community, I can't rely on these single mothers. I can't rely on the schools. We got to go out there and do it our damn selves, you know?
That's right.
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 That's right. That's right.
What's next, Vic?
All right, next, y'all kind of mentioned this around it. I say you kind of get it from both sides, but I asked the question: do black officers really bleed blue?